Hi yogis, and welcome to today's practice, which is a 15-minute flow for core and glute strength. So make your way down onto your mat, onto your back, and get comfortable. Maybe allowing your knees to fall in towards each other, or however you feel comfy today. And just take in a few deep breaths. Gently encouraging your lower back down into the ground. Encouraging your breath down into your belly. Slowly start to rock your knees from side to side. So just massaging into your lower back and starting to put a little bit of movement into your spine and into your hips. And then starting to find stillness and walk your feet back into the middle of the mat. Give your knees and your thighs a hug towards your tummy, rocking side to side, massaging into your lower back. And we're going to start straight away to get into those abdominal muscles. So drawing your belly down to your spine, take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, start to bring your head and your shoulders up towards your knees. Inhale to release the shoulders down, and then exhale again, start to bring the head towards the knees, drawing the belly to your spine. Inhale to release down, exhale, bringing the head towards the knees. This time, as you inhale, stretch your feet and arms away from you, and then exhale, hug those knees back in. So option to keep the head off the ground or lower it back down, your choice. Inhale, extend the legs away, extend the arms away, and then exhale, knees and thighs back to your belly. And then slowly start to release your feet down to the ground, keeping your knees bent. Now take a breath into your belly, and as you exhale, pull your lower spine down to the ground. Inhale, start to lift your hips and thighs towards the sky and find bridge pose, Satipurasana. Now option to stay here, or as you inhale, start to lower your hips down towards the ground. Exhale, power through the heels and start to lift those hips back up towards the sky, feeling the engagement of your glute muscles. Inhale to release down, exhale, drawing those hips back up towards the sky, really pressing into the head, the hands and the feet. Inhale it down, exhale, powering up, feeling the glutes and the hamstrings at the back of the legs start to work. Now holding those hips up towards the sky, lift your heels, pushing up onto the balls of your feet. Again, inhale, dropping the hips towards the ground. Exhale, bringing those hips back up to the sky. So really feeling the legs work now as you inhale, lower. Exhale, lifting the hips towards the sky. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift it up. Feeling a bit of a burn now in the glute muscles. Inhale it down. Exhale, squeezing it up. Now lower the heels back down to the ground, holding your bridge pose. We're going to lift one leg at a time. So drawing the thigh and the knee towards you and then tapping the foot back down to the ground. So maybe starting to feel your lower back and your glute muscles working just that little bit harder, really pressing down into your supporting leg. And then exhale, lowering the hips down to the ground. Draw the soles of the feet together and drop the knees out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana or your butterfly knee pose, maybe rocking side to side to relax your lower back. Now keeping your toes pressed into the ground, lift up your heels and you're going to start to feel your outer glutes work a little bit harder. Take your arms back behind you, take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to move into a crunch, reaching those fingertips forward as you lift your shoulders up. Inhale it down, exhale, belly to the spine as you lift up, keep the heels lifted. Inhale it down, exhale, squeezing up, feeling the glutes and the abdominals work together. Inhale it down, exhale to lift it up. Inhale down, again exhale, ribs down to your spine. This time hold, and we're gently going to start to pulse. So pushing those fingertips forward, drawing the belly down towards the spine. And then slowly release down and hug your knees towards your belly. Hands around the back of the thighs as you start to rock and roll through your spine a couple of times. We're going to rock straight up into boat pose, Savasana. So pushing up onto your glutes. Can you bring your feet up in line with your knees, drawing your belly in nice and tight? Inhale, tap one toe, exhale to lift it up. So tapping alternate feet down to the ground. Nice deep breath in, exhale, lift it up. Inhale, toe tap, exhale, pick it up. Option now to switch to 2 feet or just continue one at a time. Really feeling those lower abdominals start to engage. And then slowly start to relax, to roll yourself forwards into downward facing dog. So tucking your toes, hips up towards the sky, maybe pedaling out through the feet for your first one. Just feeling it out, taking a few deep breaths. Now inhale, shift forward into plank. Shoulders and wrists are stacked here, drawing the belly and the ribs into your spine. Option to stay here, or inhale, we're going to bend the knees, sit back towards the heels, but keep those knees hovered, and exhale, push yourself back forwards into a plank. Inhale, take it back, exhale, shoot the body forwards. Use those abdominals, inhale it back, exhale forwards, and don't hate me, one more time, inhale, squeeze it back, exhale it forwards. Now flip your right foot, top of the foot to the ground. As you exhale, we're going to lift and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Release the foot down. Again, inhale, bend the knees, exhale, shoot it forward, draw the belly in. Inhale, push back, exhale, plank. 2 more, inhale back, exhale forwards, and last one, deep breath, you can do it. Exhale, push forward, plank. Flip the left foot, exhale and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Release it back down to plank, and then hips to the sky, pedal it out in downward facing dog. Now plant the hands firmly into the ground, and we're slowly going to start to walk the feet forwards, keeping those legs as straight as you can to come into a forward fold, and then step straight back into a plank position. Again, shoulders and wrists are stacked, nice straight line. Inhale, hips to the sky, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up, exhale, bend the knee and flex the foot. We're going to pulse that glute muscle, pushing up through the heel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now extend the leg, draw the knee towards your chest and belly, and we're going to hold it there. Keep squeezing the knee and the thigh up towards your chest as hard as you can, really drawing the belly button to your spine. Inhale, push it up, exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, leg to the sky, bend the knee, exhale and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Draw the knee in towards your chest, and again press those hands down, create a bit more space. You can draw the knee and the thigh up towards your chest. Deep breath as you inhale, push it up, exhale, release the foot down to the ground. Take a breath here. Start to walk the feet forwards, coming into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Soften your knees, tuck your tailbone, and we'll slowly start to roll up to stand. Taking a moment to feel the ground underneath you, really pressing down into your feet. Bring the hands to heart center. Now start to peel the left foot off the ground, drawing your knee and your thigh towards your tummy, maybe making a 90-degree angle from your hip to your heel if you can. As slowly as you can, we're going to transition into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So really drawing those abdominals in, feeling the right leg really fire up, using the glute muscles to stabilize yourself. Soften into your right leg and shoot the leg back and bring yourself into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Check in your front heel to back arch alignment. Now using the abdominals and the glutes, inhale, straighten your right leg, exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten, exhale, bend. Knee over the ankle, one more time. Inhale to straighten, and exhale to bend. Now shoot the arm forward. Can you bring your fingertips down to your foot and find Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon pose? Maybe looking up towards your hand where you find your balance. Feel that right leg working. Option to stay here or pulse the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bending into your front knee, bring yourself back down into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Now slowly windmill the arms down to the ground, square the hips. Can you pick up the left leg, draw it forwards towards your right, but keep that foot off the ground. Now squeeze your knee and your thigh towards your tummy as you start to stand yourself back up, balancing on your right leg, coming back to where we started. And then as you exhale, slowly releasing the left leg back down to the ground. Hands to heart center, and let's take it on the other side now. So starting to draw your right thigh towards you, flex the foot, push down into your left heel, stabilizing through the glute muscle. Use the abdominals. And from here we're going to transition into warrior three. So again, softening your left knee, hinging from your hips. Use your glute muscles, your butt muscles, to keep your hips square to the ground and push back through your right heel. Now softening it into your left knee, will send the right leg back and find warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, checking your front heel to right arch alignment. Using the glute muscle, push into your left heel, inhale, straighten the leg, exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend. And one more time, inhale to straighten and exhale to bend. Edging forward from your waist, fingers down towards your foot, lifting the right leg to the sky, and let's come back into that half moon pose, pushing back through your heel. If you can, looking up towards your hand, take a breath, exhale, option 2, pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Now bending into the knee, bring yourself back into warrior 2. Hold it there. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the ground. Again, can we hop that right leg forwards? Keep the foot off the ground, draw the knee and the thigh towards your tummy as you start to lift yourself back up to balance on your left leg, coming back to our first posture. Slowly releasing the hands down to the ground, and as you exhale, forward fold. Let's step back into a plank position, really firming up through the thighs and the glutes now. Option to stay here, or keep looking forward as you inhale, drop the knees to the ground, and exhale, push the heels back. Taking this a few times, can we just hover the knees off, really using the lower abdominals to keep the body engaged. Inhale to drop, exhale, push it back. Then slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring in the elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms to the ground, and find a Sphinx pose, Salamba Bhujangasana, starting to release those core muscles that have worked so hard in your practice today. Deep breaths in and out through your nose. Releasing the belly down to the ground, hands under the shoulders. Let's push back into child's pose, Balasana. So relaxing the lower back now. Head and chest move down towards the ground, taking a few breaths, a well-deserved rest. And let's make our way down onto our back. So stretching out into the glutes and the hips now, just to relieve any tension. Right foot to the left knee, and use your right hand to push your thigh or your knee away from you. And maybe here feels good for you, or maybe you prefer to draw the left thigh in towards the body and bring the hands around the back of the thigh or over the shin, just to increase the stretch in the right hip a little. Couple of deep breaths here, feeling that release through the right hip, the glute muscle. I'm sure it feels nice and warm now, maybe taking it a little deeper. And then releasing back down to the ground. Let's take it on the other side, so bring in the left foot and ankle to the right thigh and pressing the left thigh away from you. Maybe staying here if that feels enough, or again drawing the right thigh in, hands around the back of the thigh or over your shin to deepen the stretch in your left hip and glute muscle. And with your next exhalation, slowly start to release, coming back down to the ground. And let's just take a moment to rest, reflect. That was a short and sweaty one. You worked really hard. Let's take a moment in Savasana. Just a few deep breaths. reflecting on the practice and taking this practice on into the rest of the day with you. Namaste.